Hampson, TL3144, Coaching, Performance and Development. The location was my school college. The equipment used were flat discs, balls, coloured cones, full-size goal and 4 small pugs. In this part of the session there will be one player taking part, which is Joe Noblet. The extras that are used will be one goalkeeper and myself, who will be the feeder for Joe's heading. The session aim is to improve Joe's cardiovascular fitness and his heading. Rather than split these two into 2 different sessions, I've tried to merge both the fitness side and his heading into one session, which is relating to his sport and his position. Joe plays football and he's a central midfielder, so heading is quite an important part of his game which needs to improve. Fitness also. The session will start with a physical warm-up, also known as a FIFA 11 warm-up, which consists of running from cone to cone of around 15 yards, doing dynamic stretches including lunges, groin swings, forward and back jockeys and just basic running. This is to make sure he's warm for the full session. The warm-up will start slow and gradually get quicker as it goes on. At the end of the session we will finish with a cool down, which will be similar to the warm-up, however this will start with a good tempo and gradually slow down. This is to make sure that Joe doesn't come off with any injuries which will affect his football at the weekends. The cool down will finish off with any static stretches, which I'll give Joe some time to if there's any problems he has after the session.
Right. Today we're going to be working on your cardiovascular fitness and your heading. I've picked a little session for you. We're going to mix them both together so you get the best out of both. Cool. Start off, we're just going to finish off with a little warm up, okay? So all I'm going to say to you is run straight out and run back about half pace, 50%, okay? Okay. Off you go.
Yep. Pause it and make sure you can see it.
Yep. That's it, nice and easy. Good. One more. Good. Okay, on your way back you're just going to do inside groins, okay? Good. Nice and easy on the way back. Same again. Okay, on your way back, just have a look. We're going to do this. Outside now, okay? On the way back. Good. Easy on the way back. Same again. Good. Okay, this time. Make sure you get your knee up and kick out. Good. Same again, one more. Okay, this time you're going to go to 3/4 pace, push on a little bit, easy on the way back. That's it. Easy on the way back. Good. Easy on the way back. Last one. Okay, well for this one is, I'm going to be stood at this orange cone, you're going to be running into me, little header, try and get off the floor as high as you can, okay? Understand?
Try and get off the floor.
You're going to jog out to me, try and get off the floor, yeah. Ready? Good. Just a little cushion header back. Don't go for power yet. That's it. And again. Good. Good. And again. Okay. Okay, this one. Now I'm going to throw the ball quite a bit higher, so you're going to have to look what you're going to think about.
The
height,
timing.
but what about when you're jumping, what are you thinking of?
Side on.
Timing.
Get some power.
Timing of your jump as well.
Yeah.
So if you're jumping a bit too early, it's not going to work out, okay?
Yeah.
Ready? Here we go. Good. Okay, this one's going to be as quick as you can now, a bit of a sprint. You're just going to do a little cushion. So you're going to come to about here. Okay, as close as you can. Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you got? Good. Get right in, get right in. Good. All the way in. Good. Two more. Good. Good. Okay,
The clips just shown are just a warm-up for the main session. Obviously Joe's working on both his fitness and his heading. The small little dynamic movements, working on a little 50 meter radius where he's working on his fitness, moving backwards and forwards just to do a little cushion header back to me. Moving on now, we'll go into the more of the main session where it'll be more game related, where I've put 5 cones out in a zigzag where, relating to his sport and his position, Joe as a midfielder, he'll be making late runs trying to dodge the defenders to make a last minute header. In a game, a weekend that Joe will be playing in, this will happen a few times. I'm working on this. Hopefully in the next few weeks he'll be able to score some goals similar to the ones we've worked on in the session.
okay, Joe, this one we're going to relate to a bit of a game because obviously you're a midfielder.
Yeah, I am.
Your late runs, you love your late runs, I've seen
Yeah.
a few of your games. So this one, if you watch me, I'm going to be able to stood there with the balls. I'm going to throw you to start off with.
Yeah.
All you're going to be doing is start off with zigzag, beating the defender, then you're going to come in, I'm going to throw it, and you're going to head it in.
Okay, cool.
Easy as that.
Yep, cool.
Okay?
Yep. Good?
Yep.
Ready?
When you're ready. That's it, that's it, that's it. Good. Good, good, good. Good. See, as if you beat your defender. That's it, you're dodging it, you're dodging it, you're dodging it. Beat the defender, beat the defender. Good, good feet. Last one.
The following slide is a progression of the heading where I have added 2 small pug goals in either corner of the big net. This is because in the previous videos Joe was heading into a large target of the big goal with no goalkeeper and nothing to aim for. This is to make it a little bit harder for Joe and give him something to aim for and improve himself on aiming for the corners, where in a game related thing he would be having to aim for the corners as obviously there would be a goalkeeper. This will be added further on into the session.
Okay, Joe, we're going to do the same again, except I've added 2 small pug goals in the corner. That's what you're going to be aiming for.
Yeah.
Okay, treat it as if it's, you know, you're trying to score. Don't just try and push it as hard as you can. Really go for it. Okay, easy as that. So, are you ready? Yeah, when you're ready. Good. Try and get one of these last 2.
previous videos were good to see Joe improving on his heading, aiming in the corners where I've placed the pug goals in the big net. It was good to see Joe's composure was just as good when I gave him a small target in the corners to aim for. Hopefully, moving on in the session now where I'm adding a goalkeeper where Wes Benjamin will be going in net, Joe will be able to keep his composure and still score just as many goals. This will be game related, as obviously Joe will be beating the defenders in the middle of the box, whereas he would as a midfielder, making a late run in to win it, to jump in the air to win a header.
Get up!
In the previous videos, it was good to see Joe getting just as much success when there was a goalkeeper in the net as there was at the start, without any goalkeepers and just the pug nets. Relating this to Joe's game at the weekend, hopefully he can take this into his weekend games for Squires Gate and get some goals from making these late runs, and by having improved his fitness, he'll be able to make these late runs late into the game where the defence may have tired. Now we're going to finish off with a small cool down, which will be around 10 minutes long, doing some dynamic stretches similar to the warm-up. However, we will be starting up quite quick and slowing down the tempo as it goes on. I will then give Joe the chance to do some static stretches if there's any aches or pains he has in his body, giving his muscles the right rehab. This is just in case Joe picks up any injuries or he has picked up any in the session.
How do you think that went?
I thought it went very well.
Good. Do you feel you benefited from it?
Yeah, I think
yeah.
After the first set, my lungs were going just in the warm-up.
Good. Well, I added the codes in the middle of the zigzags just to make it a bit more game realistic. If you're trying to beat your man to win the header, obviously adding the keeper in, you had a bit of a competition at the end there, which was good to see.
I thought trying to get it in the corners as well realistic, because I was heading it into an empty net, which I might have made it look hard, but
progress in that will obviously go into a cross from a winger, making it even more game realistic. Okay, thanks Joe.
Cheers, thank you very much.